Welcome back to Investing Talk Podcast. Today we are looking at a company really sitting at an interesting crossroads, between crypto mining and this huge boom in AI and high-performance computing. We're focusing on HIVE digital technologies. And the big question we're tackling for you is HIVE a good time to buy right now? Now, before we get into the recent financials and this whole strategic shift they're attempting, please do subscribe, like this analysis, and drop a comment. And definitely let us know if there's another company you want us to examine next. Just put it in the comments below.
Okay, so just to set the stage, HIVE isn't really your standard crypto miner these days, or maybe it's better to say they're working hard not to be. The whole investment picture here, it really hangs on this big strategic move they're making. You almost have to see them as trying to become this dual strategy company. So focusing on high-performance computing, HPC, and AI hosting, right alongside their, let's be honest, increasingly lower margin digital asset mining. If they actually pull off this pivot, well, the stock could look incredibly cheap. But if they don't,
then they're just another crypto miner exposed to all that volatility.
Exactly. Just another volatile crypto play, potentially with leverage issues down the line, though not currently.
Okay, right. Let's unpack the financials first then. We're looking at the quarter ending June 30, 2025. That's their Q1 for fiscal 26. And the first look is, well, it's a bit confusing. Total revenue was $31.3 million. But that's actually down from $33.7 million the year before. So yeah, revenue dropped year over year. That usually makes you pause, doesn't it? Especially in a growth area.
It does. But here's where the story gets, well, really interesting, and where you see it's not just about the top line. Despite that revenue decline, HIVE actually swung to profitability. They reported a net income of about $2.1 million.
Wow. Okay, from what? A loss the year before?
Yeah, a pretty significant loss. They lost $4.3 million in the same quarter last year. So that's a huge turnaround, a swing of over $6 million on lower revenue.
How does that work? Profit up, revenue down?
It really comes down to margins. And this is, a key thing for listeners to grasp. Their gross profit margin got much better. And there are two main reasons cited. First, lower input costs for their mining operations. Maybe they locked in better electricity rates or just got more efficient.
Okay, that makes sense. Power is everything in mining.
It is. And second, the growing contribution from that HPC hosting side, that business typically has much, much better gross margins than just mining Bitcoin. So they're effectively swapping out some lower margin revenue for higher margin revenue, quality over quantity, perhaps.
That margin story is definitely key. What about the balance sheet? Crypto companies can get into trouble fast if they're loaded with debt when prices turn.
That's a major positive here, actually. As of June 30th, HIVE had zero long-term debt. Zero.
That's huge, especially compared to some peers, right?
Absolutely. A huge structural advantage. It means they're not constantly servicing massive debt payments tied to mining rigs bought at peak prices.
Okay, so no long-term debt. What about cash and assets?
They had $16.2 million in cash and equivalents. Plus, importantly, $27.4 million in digital assets held at fair value. Mostly Bitcoin, as you'd expect.
Right, so low debt, decent cash, holds Bitcoin. That sounds pretty strong.
Right.
I see a note here from the sources, a caveat. If they made $2.1 million in net income, why did they apparently use $1.8 million in cash from operations during the quarter? Isn't burning cash a red flag, low debt or not?
That is exactly the right question to be asking. It shows you can't just look at that net income figure in isolation, that negative $1.8 million in operating cash flow. Yeah, it needs a closer look. Often in a business like this that's trying to grow or pivot, cash flow from operations can lag profit. It might reflect working capital changes like paying suppliers or maybe building up inventory or receivables for the new HPC business before the revenue really starts flowing in, timing differences.
So upfront costs for the pivot, maybe.
Could be part of it, prepping new data center space, things like that. The argument management would make, I think, is that the strong balance sheet, the zero debt, gives them breathing room. They can handle these short-term cash outflows without panicking or being forced to sell their Bitcoin at a bad price. Some of their more leveraged competitors don't have that luxury.
Okay, that makes sense. The balance sheet acts as a buffer, gives them runway.
Right.
But they still face mining volatility and, as you said, are trying this big pivot. How do they really stand out from the giants? The marathons, the riots. What's the unique angle for HIVE?
I'd say it's mainly two things. Geography and, well, their overall strategy. Geographically, they're spread out. Canada, Sweden, Iceland. And the key thing there is they use renewable energy infrastructure in those places.
Lower power costs, presumably.
That's the claim. They argue it gives them cheaper, more stable power compared to some North American miners relying on grid power, which can fluctuate a lot. And like you said, power cost is king in mining. Securing cheap, green power is a potential edge.
Okay, geography's one. What's the other? Strategy.
Yeah, strategy. They seem to be positioning themselves intentionally as a mid-sized player. They appear to be deliberately avoiding the super heavy capital spending and the massive debt loads you see with some of the biggest miners. The focus seems more on margin, diversification, not just chasing maximum hash rate at any cost. Although their hash rate growth has been pretty impressive recently.
Oh, yeah, I saw the September numbers. They blew past 20 exahash per second. That sounds huge.
It is 20 exahash, or EHS. That's a massive amount of computing power dedicated to mining Bitcoin. It represents something like a 233% increase just since the start of 2025, puts them at roughly 2% of the entire global Bitcoin network's hash rate. So they are a significant player.
And they're making money doing it. The release said 9 Bitcoin per day.
Roughly 9 BTC a day, yeah. And critically, they reported a 55% mining margin after paying for electricity. So the core mining business operationally seems quite strong right now, even as they talk about the AI pivot.
Right, they're keeping the lights on with mining while building the new thing.
Precisely. But we have to keep coming back to it. The main long-term story, the big potential upside, and frankly, the big risk is that AI and HPC pivot. This is the part of the narrative that carries, I don't know, maybe 80% of the future potential, and probably 80% of the execution risk, too.
And the big news there was the Bell Canada deal, right? Announced back in August.
That was the landmark announcement, yes, a partnership with Bell Canada for AI cloud services. The idea is to build out specialized computing infrastructure for enterprise clients, government clients,
Right.
people who need serious, secure AI processing power.
And the target they put out, $100 million in recurring revenue by 2026 from this. Is that realistic? What does that number even mean in context?
It's transformative if they hit it. $100 million in recurring annual revenue from HPC. That alone would be roughly triple their current total quarterly revenue run rate.
Wow.
It would fundamentally change the company from a cyclical crypto miner to something much more like a stable, high-growth tech infrastructure provider.
But that sounds incredibly hard to achieve. They're going up against who? The giants.
Exactly. That's the challenge. Scaling up in HPC and AI hosting means you're competing directly or indirectly with Amazon AWS, Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud, the hyperscalers. HIVE is shifting from basically selling a commodity raw compute power for Bitcoin mining to selling a complex, high-touch service. Specialized AI infrastructure, maybe even consulting.
Totally different ballgame.
Completely different. The sales process is different. Long enterprise sales cycles. You need specialized engineers, not just for the GPUs, but for managing the whole data center environment, security.
It's not just plugging in miners.
Not at all. It's building a whole new complex business division. It requires significant ongoing investment. It's the definition of a high-risk, high-reward strategy.
Okay, that context is crucial. The story shifts from just what's Bitcoin doing to can HIVE actually sell and deliver complex enterprise AI solutions. So let's move from the business plan to the market sentiment. What are the stock charts saying? How are investors feeling about this transition, looking at the price action around late September 2025?
Yeah, the technical picture sort of reflects that uncertainty we've been talking about. Over the last, say, 3 months, HIVE stock has bounced around quite a bit, between roughly $2.70 and $4.25. It's been volatile. Looking at support and resistance, there seems to be decent support holding around the $3 mark. A break below that could be technically negative.
And upside resistance?
Seems pretty strong up in the $4.20 or $4.50 zone. The stock's hit that area a few times and failed to break through convincingly. Kind of a ceiling for now.
What about the overall trend? Up, down, sideways?
Right now, it looks kind of neutral, maybe leaning slightly weaker. The stock's been struggling below its 200-day moving average.
Which is around
$3.82 currently. The 50-day average is closer, around $3.45. Being below that key 200-day mark often suggests longer-term institutional buyers might be cautious or on the sidelines. And volatility? Well, no surprise, it's still way higher than the general market. Comes with the territory.
Okay, so technicals are lukewarm at best. What about analysts? What's the consensus view on Wall Street?
The analyst consensus rating, looking at sources like MarketBeat as of mid-September, is generally neutral or hold.
Reflecting that uncertainty again.
I think so. They see the potential. They like the debt-free balance sheet, but they're waiting for more proof on the AI execution before getting really bullish. And maybe more telling, insider activity, looking at the Form 4 filings, which track insider buys and sells.
Anything interesting?
Nothing. There haven't been any reported insider buys or sells since back in July 2025.
lack of insider buying isn't exactly a strong vote of confidence, is it?
No, it suggests management isn't rushing to buy shares at these levels, which you might expect if they felt it was deeply undervalued. Limited conviction, maybe?
Okay, so let's tie this all together. We've got the good, no debt, margin improvement, AI potential, the bad, revenue dip, negative cash flow, weak technicals, and the uncertain, AI execution. What are the absolute core risks someone needs to understand with HIVE?
I'd boil it down to two main areas, maybe three. First, and most obviously, their heavy sensitivity to crypto prices. Despite all the talk about AI, most of their actual revenue today still comes from mining. A big drop in Bitcoin or Ethereum prices would hit their earnings hard, regardless of the pivot progress.
Risk number one, crypto volatility. Got it.
Second, the big one we keep mentioning, execution risk on the AI HPC strategy. Can they actually build and scale this business effectively against intense competition? It's unproven. That involves hiring the right people, winning big contracts, managing complex infrastructure. It's a huge operational challenge.
Makes sense. Execution risk on the pivot. Anything else?
Maybe a third point is their geographic concentration in specific regions for that renewable power, places like Iceland, Sweden. While the renewable power is an advantage, it also means they're exposed to any potential political issues, regulatory changes, or even just grid stability issues related to power in those specific countries. Geopolitical and power input risks.
Right. Relying on specific locations has its own set of risks. Okay. We've covered the risks. What about potential positive surprises? What upcoming events or catalysts could maybe shift that neutral rating and give the stock a boost?
Well, short term, the big one is the next earnings report. Fiscal Q2 2026 results are expected around October 15th, 2025. That report will be watched very closely, not just for the usual crypto revenue and margin updates, but crucially for any real numbers or solid commentary on how the HPC segment is actually performing. Any early revenue traction there would be big news.
So, earnings on October 15th. Anything else short term?
Any announcements of new, significant HPC contracts would definitely be a catalyst. Landing a major enterprise or government client could move the needle quickly.
And longer term?
Longer term, it's simply the success or failure of that whole AI data center pivot. Does that $100 million target start to look achievable? That's the main event. And of course, successfully navigating the crypto market cycles, especially post-halving economics for mining, and showing they can maintain profitability there too.
Okay, so we've laid it all out. The strong balance sheet, the improving margins, the cash flow questions, the huge potential but also huge risk of the AI pivot, the weakish technicals. Bringing it all home for the listener, is HIVE Digital Technologies a buy right now? What's the verdict?
Look, based on everything we've discussed, our overall take gives HIVE a rating of about 4 out of 10 for a long-term investment at this specific moment.
A 4 out of 10. Why so cautious despite the potential?
The rationale is really that balance of pros and cons. You've got clear strengths, zero long-term debt is fantastic, the renewable energy focus is smart, and the AI HPC potential is genuinely massive if they pull it off.
Yeah.
But, and it's a big but, those strengths are currently overshadowed by very significant execution risks in that new AI business, and the fact that they're still so reliant on volatile crypto revenue today. Plus, the technicals aren't signaling strength right now. It suggests maybe waiting for a better entry point or more confirmation.
So not a long-term buy today, maybe a trade.
Yeah, I think it leans more towards being suitable for short-term trading. Playing the volatility around earnings or trying to catch momentum from a big contract announcement. For a long-term investment, it still feels pretty high risk until we see clear, undeniable proof that the diversified earnings from HPC are becoming substantial and sustainable. It's very much a show-me stock right now.
A show-me stock.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that sums it up well. Thanks for walking us through that detailed analysis of HIVE Digital Technologies.
You're welcome. And before we sign off, maybe just one final thought for you to chew on. There's been some chatter, some rumors maybe, that HIVE might be looking into Ethereum-based restaking services. Using staked Ether to secure other networks for extra yield.
Another diversification attempt.
Potentially. So the question to ponder is, how much does HIVE need to successfully diversify away from just raw Bitcoin mining revenue, whether it's through HPC or maybe these newer yield strategies like restaking before the big institutional investors start seeing its risk profile as truly manageable? Enough to give it a lasting higher valuation multiple. Something to think about.
Definitely something to think about. Stay informed, everyone, and we'll see you next time on Investing Talk Podcast.